Hi guys, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. Hey, I realized I did not do a layout update for the month of June. However, there wasn't a lot to update you guys on. I spent most of the time crawling under my layout, putting in frog juicers, running bus lines, soldering feeders, connecting feeders, so all that non-glamorous stuff. So nothing like doing buildings or scenery, so that's mainly what I did. But I did accomplish a couple of things above the layout, and we'll get to that later. But first I want to, I'm sorry, I'm having a bad allergy day, so I'm going to be sniffling throughout this video. But first I want to just give a couple of, I don't know if you call them shout outs, but I just want to make note of a couple of things of a couple other guys. One is Rhythm Railroad. If you guys have not subscribed to him, go look at this guy's layout. He had an engaged layout in his attic that he tore down. He redid his basement. He's built this monster HO layout in his basement. And he's done, I mean, this thing's awesome. So go give him some love. He's only got about 380, 390 subscribers. You ask me, he should have about 4,000 subscribers with what he's doing. Another guy is CSX Mad, CXS Mad, yeah. He just did a recent video on installing dwarf singles with Walthers Switch machines. That was something that I wanted to do in the future. I mean, I don't have to figure it out now. The way he did it is perfect. I mean, he just laid it right out there. So if anybody's interested in dwarf signals installed with Walthers Switch machines, go check that video out. Another guy is Gary Nugent. I think his railroad is called Wolf Creek, Wolf Creek. He's building this awesome shell refinery, lighting, piping galore. I mean, I don't know how to explain it other than just go check it out. I learned a lot from watching that video about lighting, warm lighting versus cool lighting, where you install the different types. I mean, I learned a lot from that because I did not know. And the last person I want to talk about is Tim over at Seaboard Central. Tim's a Norfolk Southern engineer. Great guy. He helped me out in correcting some issues I have with my micro-engineering switches. I asked him a question about some couplers he was using, and the answer I got back was far above and beyond what I wanted to know, which is awesome, a lot of great information. I'm going to copy and paste that in the description also. If anybody wants to use that, you know, what type of couplers with what type of car versus length of car, things like that. It was pretty cool. So if anybody wants that information, I'm going to put it out there. It's very helpful. I'm going to try and follow along with that. I'm going to do if you want to call this a layout up there, I'll just show you a few things that I'll accomplish above the layout, do a quick mail call. I need some help with a switch. Maybe you guys can help me with, show you that. And the last thing I'll probably do is a layout overview. I've got some new subscribers and they were asking me about how large my layout, and they want to see a train run on the layout. I know a lot of my subscribers, older subscribers, you've seen that, so hopefully that won't be too boring for you. So I'll do that at the end. So without further ado, one other thing I wanted to mention. I did a short little video, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, about about a gap I had in a building, not a building, but a background structure I was doing on my kiln, and how that gap was just built into the styrene. It was evergreen styrene that wasn't squared up. But you know, I got a lot of comments on what to look at and things like that, but it turned out that gap was perfect 80 thou. So all I did was cut a piece of 80 thou styrene, put it under that one end, and that leveled things out. So that issue got solved. So thank you guys for all the comments you gave me on that. I know I didn't respond to them. I didn't respond to any of them because there was just so many. and I didn't want to leave anybody out. So, but thank you guys for that, and that's how I got resolved. Piece of 80,000 styrene on the one end. With that, without further ado, we'll head down to the layout. Mail call time. If you remember some of the Facebook forums, you probably saw these opera window lumber cars here. Got 3 of those. They're all TTX, different road numbers. And I also grabbed 3 bulkhead flat cars for my lumber industry. These are Atlas cars. They're Illinois Central Guff. Hopefully when I learn how to black out stuff and put on new lettering, I'm going to change these bad boys to GSB for Georgia Sunbelt. But I got these versus all 3 of these for about the price of one of those scale train bulkheads. Once they're all weathered up and they got loads, they look just as good to me. So the other thing in my mail call I got was the frog juicer, which I've already installed, which I've already talked about, I think. And what else did I get? A couple switches that I need because I need to replace one. And that's the mail call. Well, finally, this yard is totally operational. Even the tracks into the engine house and the one storage track out on the side that I think I'll eventually put a fueling facility and a sanding facility on this side track. Every frog is powered, every track is powered, except I do have one issue that I know how to fix, I just haven't done it. That switch right there, I need to replace that one. And I'll be good to go and kind of shift this track over to the left a little bit. And I'll be good to go for that. As I said in the opening round, I haven't done a lot of, I've been doing all electrical stuff, wiring, that's all I've been doing. Haven't worked on this KLN industry anymore. But I did get that track laid into the engine house and also the siding track there. I have been switching this cement area. It's not completely laid out the way I want it, but the track's laid out the way I want it. With the BB unit, no problem there. Oh yeah, I did get my, this is a programming track. Got my programming track wired in. And I've been running BB and CC units all around this layout. I ran the BB unit out on the spur there. Ran it through, it's kind of hard to see from this angle, but I ran it through all these tracks back here. Works fine. Except for one little issue in this switch with the BBs and that you've either seen or I'll bring up later. I've laid yard tracks in here. All 4, 2, 3, 4 those 4 tracks are powered, and all the microengineering frogs are juiced down there. The only track this is a where's the finger? Up. That's not powered, and these aren't powered. I haven't laid any of those in. They're just laying there until I really get a handle on how I want to build my lumber industry and things that's going to go back in this corner back here. I think I've come to the conclusion that what is that? That Walthers Mountain Lumber Sawmill. It's not going to work for me. Going to have to scratch build what I want. I saw an article in Model Railroad Craftsman on a lumber facility, that I'm kind of going to use as a guide. I'm not going to try and duplicate it, but use that as a guide. Over here, there's going to be a food processing area. I'll show you a couple of Google Earth photographs I took of a food processing plant that I'm kind of mimic but not duplicate. My transfer facility is going to stay here, aggregate transfer. I decided I'm going to put my propane industry here. And since I've pretty much got everything wired up now, I'm going to start focusing a little bit more on the industries, completing the industries, and start doing some scenery. I'm still a little bit conflicted on what I want this building to be. Either a plastic pellet facility or what I call a container corporation, like I worked in when I was in high school, that made cardboard boxes and stuff. That will be a small grain transfer facility. I don't know if I mentioned before, I've got some pretty cool exact rail grain cars that I want to use, and that spot right there will be just a pulpwood loading area. So that's pretty much the update. It's just getting the yard track laid in and working, and laid in the other yard tracks and getting those working, and whole lots of wiring. Okay. Alright guys, Georgia Sunbelt needs a little help. This is only with the BB units that I have coming through this one switch. If I take that route, no problem. Oh crap. I'll knock that over, I'll just leave it down for now. If I take the other route, it dies. I didn't mean to stop the video when I was doing that, but what I was saying, when I take the other route and the engine gets entirely on the switch, I'm not going to let it get all the way on the switch this time. But you saw it die. Oh, stop. It dies. Now these are Atlas Shinohara switches. I've had these for a while. The BB units are the only ones that do that. It takes this route, fine. This route it doesn't take. So help me out. I don't know if I need to juice that frog or not. This is the back of that particular type of switch. Can you see this? Things aren't showing up too good, but you can see, where is it at? Sorry guys. Oh, you can see the wires, the jumpers from the tracks on this end. You see the jumpers on the tracks for that end. It's wired the same way. Now if I were to try and juice this frog to see if that's the problem, you guys know if I need to go in there and see if I can do this without making too big a mess. But I need to go in somewhere here and grind out some metal and put a frog juicer in there. If anybody's ever dealt with this before, I appreciate a little feedback. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I did get my backdrop in on that end. That wasn't there before. So it's time for a little run around. This train is led by a C39-8. This is an ex-Southern unit. They ran them long in first. Man, I'm not good at this. Too much shaking. I was asked how large my layout is, rather. It is 32 by 12, basically, is what the size is. It's an irregular shape. I'm running this train on what I'm calling my Georgia Sunbelt line. I realized something I forgot on the outside line. I was wondering why some cars were uncoupling so much, and upon inspection I realized I had left a uncoupling magnet on that line because my layout used to end right here, and that line was just a industry spur with an uncoupling magnet in it to uncouple cars. We just went past where I am going to build a food processing plant. As you can tell, I'm not very good at this video and stuff yet. Going past what I'm going to be calling South Yard. Gonna run across Briar Creek. That's what I'm going to be calling it. And basically right now, I have no clue which way that train is going to go when it gets to the other end, because I totally forgot to check the switches. So you'll be as surprised as I will be. But it's going past what I'm calling North Yard, past the Kaling facility. I grew up in a small town, Thompson, Georgia, and there was a Kaling facility south of Thompson, between Thompson and Williams, that was serviced by Norfolk and Southern. This area over here is where I'm going to be building my town, and the name of my town is going to be Timpson, Georgia. My brother will get the name of that town. Basically, it was we teased my mom once. We were traveling someplace and we stopped, and someone asked her where she was from, and she said Timpson, Georgia, instead of Thompson, Georgia. And so we always teased her as she was just trying to be proper. Over here I'm going to have a pond and a fishing area. That pan right now is sitting in the pond. the area up here. I haven't decided what I'm going to call that yet. And I think we're back where we started. I kind of ran that around pretty fast because I didn't want this whole layout thing getting too long here.